Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching Wytv. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatoji, but you can call me Sidon J. And you're welcome to another edition of Trends, where you get the update on the news that is trending. You know what I mean by trending, and you know the only avenue for this trending news is WYTV. Alright, you know the sponsor for this show is still Nokpa Abals, and you can as well be the sponsor. You can call the number you're seeing on your screen. We'll get back to you as soon as possible, no time. So let's get your business across to the world. Alright, where we are going today, let me start with this, because I don't know who to trust again in Nigeria, not even Nigeria, Africa as a whole, and even the whole world, because people that we see as men of God, politicians, you know, leaders that we feel we can lean on, they were the ones that are doing all sorts of things that is bad in our society. Well, I know you guys will have been hearing about these late pastor's allegations. What am I talking about? TB Joshua, the CEO, let's say CEO, or General Overseer of Synagogue Worldwide. So it was said that an investigative team, like the team, maybe they are journalists or so, some sorts of people that come together from UK, US, all these journalists, they are working for BBC, although they came together to, you know, probe this man, you know, having different conversations with different people that is working under this man of God, which is TB Joshua. Okay, let me use late TB Joshua, because he's no more. So I was surprised that why is it that it is when this man, after his death, they started giving him these accusations. All right, so not fewer than 25 persons had given eyewitness accounts bordering on allegation of sexual assault, physical abuse, and fake miracles and trauma. When I heard about this, I was like, so all these miracles that we've been seeing that this pastor was doing, they are fake. Because these people, that is, these are eyewitnesses, they were saying the truth. Like, when he was alive, if they should come out to say the truth, they were being threatened to kill him. So they don't want to die. That's why they couldn't speak up then. And besides, they said they were being calmed somewhere, using them in different criminal acts. Well, we don't know this, you know, before, but after the death, all these secrets are being leaking. They are leaking out one by one. Like, we don't know that it's going to come out like this. But then people still believe in this pastor, even with the fact that the synagogue church is still being controlled by his wife. But then this man in question, TB Joshua, I'm just asking directly, like I'm directing the question to all my viewers now, like, okay, what do you think is going to happen to this man? Because is it that they will go and exhume his body and start giving him a judgment? Because I don't understand. Or maybe they are doing this. Some people said it may not be true, that maybe they are looking for a way to bring down the synagogue church, like they are trying to lay some false allegations on this late pastor. But some said, yes, that's true. That's how these men of God, that's how they operate. Like they do things as if they are holy, but then inside they are not that holy. Like they do all sorts of things that is not supposed to be exposed to people. Well, the allegation that was being put on this man was that he did fake miracles, sexual assault, physical abuse, and so many other things that is not being mentioned. But BBC report today, which is Monday, said Joshua is one of the African's most influential religious leader and richest pastor. It's not like he's the richest pastor in Africa, but one of the, even after his death, he still remained one of the richest pastor in Africa. But then, and had the world at his feet during his lifetime, like you will see synagogue everywhere. He owned he was the owner of Emmanuel TV. He owns a Facebook page that has over thousands of followers, you know. So anytime synagogue is online, everybody will want to listen to what he's saying. And someone told me, you know, another said, another man, he told me that synagogue started with small church, you know, with small miracles. They do call him Babalomi back then, you know. That was he started with Yoruba vibe, but then bringing in technology and social media makes expanded him and get well known to the whole world. And don't forget that synagogue, TB Joshua has been one of the pastors that has been in the act of a philanthropist. He has been helping people from different parts of the world. If you remember the earthquake that happened in this country, what's it called? I think he's in the Asia part of the world. He supported them with some funds and, carried out some financial, being a philanthropist, you know what he can do. So people do, recognize him doing good things. And again, he was being honored as one of the greatest man of God in Nigeria by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That was in 2008. So TB Joshua is a well-known man that people will not even think of him doing all those things that people said he's doing after his death. So we don't know who is who, he's the only one that can defend himself right now, but then he's no more. So I'm looking at it like, all these allegations, where is he going to land? Because I want to see the end product of these allegations. Well, the investigation centered around allegations of sexual assault, physical abuse, solitary confinement, and fake miracles, among others, are still on. Like, the investigation is still going. So I'm looking at it like, is it going to end with them closing down the synagogue, or they will just tell everybody that is following this pastor that, okay, you know that you are following someone that is doing bad, so you said you have to look for another church, or they just want to bring the name of this man down, because even after his death, the synagogue is still there. The foundation is strong because the wife has been controlling the affairs of this church. Well, let's move on to the next one here. Talking about this Pope, the head of the Catholic Church all around the world. Pope urges global ban on surrogacy. Now, I want to ask this question. Normally, I don't support surrogacy. I don't know, me personally, I don't support it because I feel, why will someone else carry your baby? You understand? It sounds somehow to me. But then this pastor, this Pope, made it known today that they should put ban on surrogacy. So Pope Francis called today for a global ban on surrogacy, saying the practice of a woman carrying another person's child was deplorable. Like, they should just stop it. Like, it is not good. It's not a good idea in making babies. So I'm supporting this motion, not because of Pope Francis, but because I felt, why will you carry my baby? Because I think there is a connection between someone carrying the baby, the feeling of that baby inside the mother, when it was being given birth to, or he or she was being given, the baby is being given birth to, the breastfeeding, the taking care of the baby, everything has a very good connection with the mother, the father, and the child. So someone carrying baby for you, I don't think it's a good idea. Although people started doing it in Africa maybe a few years back, but then it's now getting rampant. Like, people are now doing it more and more. Even most celebrities, I could say like 2 or 3 celebrities that I know. Don't let me mention their names. That although it is not something hidden, they are doing it very well. Iniedo did her own too. She did surrogacy. So many celebrities like that. You understand? But then this Pope now made it known that they should just ban it all around the world, all across, anywhere on this planet Earth. They should ban surrogacy. But he said in his New Year's address to diplomats at the Vatican, the 87-year-old man said it was a grave violation of the dignity of the woman and the child. So he said a great violation of the dignity of the woman and the child. So this does not affect the woman alone, it affects the child too, because the person that is carrying the baby is carrying it for money, not for the love of, you understand, not for the love of having the baby. She was just carrying this baby to make money. You understand? So if this baby should grow up and she'll be seeing that mother, that this is my, whereas the person that carried you is not even around you. You understand? So that feeling, is just like you doing things against the will of the universe. So let us see this. I'm seeing this in the same angle with the Pope. Well, the Pope has already made it known that he urges global ban on surrogacy. So let's see if the UN or the AU or all the bodies that is controlling the affairs of things like this in the world. Let's see if they're going to support Pope or not. Pope, if you recall, Pope made mention of accepting same-sex marriage the other time. And Nigerian pastors say, Baba, no, we don't do that here. That is an abuse to our culture in Nigeria. We cannot support that kind of act. So let's wait and see if they will support this particular one talking about surrogacy. Well, let's move on to the next one here. A band of kidnappers dressed as herdsmen on Sunday evening, that was yesterday, invaded Sagwari Layout Estate in Dutse, a suburb of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja, in Buhari Area Council. Well, you see, I do say this, like, we are not safe at all in Nigeria. Although the world is not safe as a whole, but then in Nigeria, we are not safe at all. Why? Because in the Federal Capital Territory, where we have almost all the headquarters of the security agencies in Nigeria, kidnappers are operating there every day. Like even in the day, broad daylight, they operate. In the night, every time they operate, and they are going scot-free. Nothing is being done. So what of people that are not staying outside the Federal Capital Territory? So that means the whole of the country is not safe. So I don't know, Mr. President, I don't know how you are tackling the terrorism in Nigeria, the bandits, the killing and all. It's getting too much, getting out of hand. This is what we talk about throughout 2023. Before you became the president, we talked about it. Now that you are the president, we are still talking about it. And this is another new year. I think they should find a better way. I don't know how they are going to do it, but they should just find a better way to tackle this insecurity in Nigeria, because it's getting too much. Well, these kidnappers gathered that the kidnappers took 8 residents. It was gathered like they got 8 residents and then proceeded to abduct 2 staff of a nearby hotel. And there is a case in Abuja that some kidnappers came last week to pack 7 family members, different families, like Adejo family, Chukuma family. They took 7 family members and they are requesting for 30 million naira in ransom. I don't know. How are they doing this operation? How do they go about doing it freely without anybody, trying to apprehend them? We have different security agencies in Nigeria, and no one could know the whereabouts of these bandits, and they keep doing it every day. So people suggested that it seems government has hand in this kidnapping of a thing. You understand? So now we need to do something. We need to find solution to this, because it's getting too much. It's getting out of hand. Well, let's move on to the next one. This is going to be the last one for today. But before then, let me go on a short commercial break. Then when I'm back, I'll talk about this last one.
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Give me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero like Nokpa.
After Nokpa,
It is always Nokpa.
Nokpa for management of power.
Right, you welcome back from that short commercial break, and that's our sponsor, Nokpa Albers. I told you guys, try Nokpa today, and you come back to the comment section to tell me, guys, Sidon J, you said it and it happened. So just try, if you want to try it first, just try that Nokpa Alba bitters with your baby. You know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm still on trends on WYTV. If you're just joining the live, this is where you can get the update on trending news. All right, the next one that I'm going to talk about is about this former presidential aide, Reno Omokri. He tweeted something today. He described men whose wife gets up as early as 4 a.m. to prepare food for them as being blessed. Now, and Reno Omokri is this kind of controversial man that he cap a lot. You know what I mean by cap? He do cap, normal. So, I don't know, any small thing like this, he will use the opportunity, take, talk in own mind. But then, to me, if not for this woman that was trending yesterday, that okay, he woke up at 4:30 to cook for his husband and all, for her husband rather. Do you actually know that normally we have some women in this Nigeria that does even more than that? The fact that someone could wake up around that time to cook for her husband doesn't mean that she's the only one that is doing that. We have lots of women out there. It was because she made it known online that made people to know that she was doing this. If they didn't make it, a lot of women are out there. Okay, tell me, what about this here, Mama Lamala by the roadside? They will cook. The first person that will taste their food is their husband. That they wake up, especially on the street of Lagos. We all know how if you wake up 3 a.m. for inside some places for Oshodi, you go see rice wey go dey hot, you go chop am for under bridge normally. So, and those ones, they are doing it for their, normally it is their job, it's their work. But then, notwithstanding, they are trying. We should give kudos to them. Most of all these are our wives, our mothers at home and the wives. They are really trying. Even if they wake up, it depends on the kind of job the woman is doing. You can't tell me that a woman that is working for herself, like maybe she's working as a cleaner in a bank or in a big organization, that she will have worked since 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and she needs to rest. You expect that kind of woman to wake up at that time. That doesn't mean she's not a good woman or she's not a blessed woman to her husband. So we need to sometimes online the more we see advantage on some things online, we have disadvantages for those things too. I'm not saying it's not a good idea for women to wake up around that time to cook for their husband, but that doesn't make that woman the best woman. Yes, but then Reno Omokuri in a tweet highlighted the reality of such dedication, like especially in this day and age, that this is coming at a time when Mommy Z, we all saw the news of Mommy Z, a Twitter user, rose to fame for committing to rise at 4:30 a.m. to prepare food for her husband. So me, I just see this like, have we interrogated the husband? Do we let's talk about it. Like, maybe we should just talk to her husband, like, how far aside this cooking of 4:30 a.m. when did she start this cooking, or has she started since when you guys get married? Or, you know, women, they do things to get something from their man. Maybe she's not doing that to get into her man. Maybe she gets to know that her man just won a contract and she needs to get something from him. You know, women have different kind of style to get into their man's head. So we saw just one tweet of that woman cooking 4:30. What of those that have been doing it for long that they don't even have time to post it? So we have good women out there. So it's not only this Mommy Z that is the best. You know, because she was, Twitter will trend you normally. But let me say this to all the women out there: do everything that you know is best for you to keep your man. It's not until when you copy someone that is waking up 4:30 before you think you are giving your man the best thing in life. You can do so many other things that is even more sweeter or more romantic than what Mommy Z has done to the husband. But Reno Mercury trying to tell every man out there that their wife wake up 4 a.m. to cook for them and trying to make them feel on top of the world is a lie. Because if you ask, even Reno Mercury, do you even have a woman at home? I'm not sorry to say that, rather, because you know, you trying to enter people's head, you could just use your platform. I think people like you are supposed to use their platform to promote good things, not like you shaking tables up and down. I know how you shake table very well, Reno, and you are not supposed to be seen like that because you are an elderly person and you are supposed to be using your platform as a former presidential aide to correct some social vices, not like you putting more fire. No, now, sir. Yes, although we know in this era we have girls that do TikTok and most of them, the only thing they know is Owambe, go to parties and all. But even notwithstanding, we still have some women that are good out there. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J. The sponsor for this show is Stone Okpa Abbas. I'll see you guys next time on this particular show. Be good and be hardworking. Bye.